And turning to other news of the day, a 16-year-old girl is dead tonight, shot in the head outside a church, and the gunman remains on the loose. Altea Conyers was shot in Boerum Hill at Bond and Warren Streets. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Lipoff spoke exclusively to the victim's boyfriend. Phil is live in Boerum Hill tonight. Phil?
Well, I had a pretty candid conversation, as you mentioned, with Altea's boyfriend, who described their relationship as a series of ups and downs. We talked about the allegations of abuse. We talked even about that order of protection that she had at one point against him, but he vehemently denies having anything to do with her murder. Meantime, some community activists wrapped up a news conference a short time ago calling for an end to this violence. And while that would be nice, it would also be too late for Altea. 16-year-old Altea Conyers, a popular sophomore in high school, gunned down just before midnight in front of a church blocks from her house. Words of comfort and candles now stand as a memorial in the very spot where Altea's blood still stains the street.
I love him. I know I love her.
20-year-old Walter Glover was Tea's boyfriend. He was not far from his love, as he calls her, when she was shot several times, once in the head. He says she had just sent him a text.
By the time I got there, she was in the ambulance.
Tea was pronounced dead at the hospital. Immediately, reports of a stormy relationship with Walter surfaced. Allegations of abuse, even an order of protection, which expired last week.
It wasn't nothing, though. I went to court. We went to court for it the other day. They dismissed the case.
He called the turbulent relationship a series of ups and downs. Says they were still together, ready to live their lives. As for having anything to do with her death,
if I had anything to do with it, wouldn't have went that far.
Is there anything you can tell us yet about your sister?
Tea's family simply too distraught to talk on camera.
If anyone has any information on
the NYPD out in full force, detectives going door to door, Crime Stoppers posting signs, while Tea's young friends gather on the corner where she was murdered. The young girl, good with kids, loved to babysit, wanted to be a nurse, will now be a haunting reminder of just how fragile life is.
I love her. You know, to her brother, just hold your head, man. Like, you know, hold your head, boy. You know, we're going to try to do the best we can, man.
One other interesting note here, a source close to the investigation tells Eyewitness News that just 2 days ago, Altea herself was picked up by police because she'd been perhaps sending these threatening texts to another girl. Did that have anything to do with her murder last night? We don't know, but no doubt police will be running down all leads. We're live in the Boerum Hill section of Brooklyn. Phil Lipoff, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Phil.